Hello, this is Dr. Ken Morlino, and the purpose of this video is to demonstrate a few simple Excel skills that will help you with your accounting work. In the video, I'm going to demonstrate a few things. They include formatting a range of cells to show values in currency and percentages. I will insert a very simple addition and subtraction formula in a formatted statement that results in the correct values. And finally, I'll create a T account using Excel. So let's get started. Much of your homework using Excel will require you to format certain values in either dollar signs or percentage signs with or without decimals. In our simple example, I have prepared a simple income statement that shows revenue, a cost of goods sold, some expenses, and an operating income. And let's say, for the purpose of this exercise, that we would like to have this range of cells, E and F columns, and from row 3 down to row 13, we would like those to show automatically with dollar signs. So what I do is first I select the range of cells. Next I right click and select Format Cells. I want to make sure I'm on the number menu. Next I'll select Currency. In this particular case, do I want decimals? I'll say no, so I'll enter 0. I do want the dollar sign, so I select that. And if I have any negative values, I want to show them, in this case, in red with parentheses, which is a very common accounting format for negative numbers. Once I have my settings correct, I click OK. Now, let's see how well we did. Say I have $1,000 of revenue, so I will type in the number 1,000 and hit my enter sign, and what we see is now the number 1,000 formatted with the dollar sign and the comma. So these number cells have been formatted correctly, as we can see. To format percentages, it's very much the same procedure that we just followed. So let's just say I want percentages in this particular column. So we'll show percentages in this particular column. Select the range, right click, go to Format Cells, the number, in this case percentage. In this particular case I do want decimal places. We may find that 1 decimal place is sufficient for the work that we will do, so I will click OK. And in a minute I will demonstrate a formula that now will show when the values come into this column, they will be shown as percentages. Or I can type in a number, say 100, and we see that that's 100% with a 0 decimal places. Okay, next let's add a simple formula. Now we will enter a few simple formulas. Let's say we have a series of expenses that, when added up, will total their operating expenses, and I want that total to show in cell F12. So what I want to do is I want to add this range of cells and show the answer in this particular cell. So what I will do is select that cell, go over to Auto Sum, since I'm adding a series or a range of cells, select the range of cells that I would want to be added and shown as the solution. Now I have a formula, sum of E7 to E11. I select enter. Let's see how we did. So let's say I have $50 of rent, $60 of supplies, we spent $75 in advertising, wages were $100, and utilities were $75 as well. Notice the 5 individual expenses now are added, and the sum is shown in cell F12 as 360. If one expense changes, the sum changes accordingly. Let's subtract now. Let's do a subtraction. Let's subtract our revenue. So I enter equals. I click F3, and then I enter the operator minus, and then I click my next value, which would be 385 in F12. And select enter, and notice that 1,000 less 615, less 385 is 615. And so we have entered an addition formula, a subtraction formula, and we have formatted cells to show as percentages. Finally, let's create a T account. Some of your homework problems will require you to format a T account. This is very simple to do in Excel. Let's follow these steps. First, select two adjacent cells, and on the main menu, find the Merge and Center button and click Merge and Center. Now what we've done is we've merged these two cells into one. Now let's create the top of the T. So select the merged cells, go to the Borders tool, and we will select Bottom Border, and now this gives me the bottom portion of the T. Now select a range of cells right below the T, and go back to the Border tool and select left or right depending on which range you selected. So I will choose left border, and now notice that I have formed the T. Okay, at the top here I've got the space where the title will go. Let's give that some shading so it will stand out. So let's go to my theme colors, and I will just select some gray shading for my T account. Now I have the fully formatted T account right here. Now that I have one, I may choose to or may need many more, and so I can select that T account, select copy and paste, and I can paste in my multiple T accounts. And finally, I can give my T account a name. And there we go. So we have formatted a range of cells, we've done a few simple formulas, and finally we've created T account in Excel. I hope you found this video helpful.